I think we need to talk about what happened after you spread the ashes.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have kissed you.
I'm not complaining.
That's good then. Looking back, it probably wasn't the best move. I never asked if you had a partner before I just started sucking face with you. Some people get all butthurt about that shit. You know? There's something about you that's different. And after kissing you, I realized that I better pull the reins back on this.
Why hold back?
I'm usually pretty free with this kind of stuff, you know? But there was something in that kiss that could be dangerous for me. We need to go.
Your blood! Why fight?
Really? Find out the meaning of uncounted. Can we talk?
You wanted to talk?
I just don't understand it. I've kissed many times before, and it was always the same. Was just a lead up to getting laid. Nothing more. But kissing you was different. Did you feel a connection as well?
I did. Perhaps there's some chemistry between us?
You really think so?
Want me to kiss you again? To see if anything's there?
Mm-hmm. Come here.
So?
Oh. So, what do you think?
I felt it. Should we take things a little farther?
Not just yet. Let's give it just a little bit longer. I want this to be more than just a one and done.
We should probably get going then.
Good idea. Let's go.
I'm getting out of here.
What do you want now? Did you really miss me that much?
I mostly
Don't let
deal
your
with petty
fucking mouth
thievery
get
and
you
drunken
thrown
brawls.
back in a cell.
Been too long since we've had a good
Maybe
bandit
next
raid.
time a few of the guards will take advantage of you in chains.
So you're the reason the gods created the middle finger. Sorry. Whiterun's founding dates back to the late Merethic era, during the years of Ysgramor and his 500 companions. What is it?
Are we gonna talk about this or not?
What am I supposed to say?
You could start by telling me what you're feeling.
True. But it's not an easy thing to say, is it?
Maybe not, but you seem different now. Almost soft.
Settle down, I'm allowed to have feelings too. You don't know a fucking thing about me. What happens if you learn something about me you don't like? Hmm?
I already think you're an asshole.
For a moment there, I thought you were being sincere. In all seriousness, though.
I just don't want you getting fucking weird.
I don't intend to. Fucktard. You asked, for fuck's sake! What? You think I'm gonna turn into some jaded lover or some shit? It's not about you. It's about me. So, get over yourself. I'm doing nothing more than protecting myself. Don't need to worry about me.
We'll just see what happens with us, okay?
Is this how every conversation is going to be with you? We need to take the long road around to finally get to the same place? Just great.
You go from kind to asshole in the blink of an eye.
Yeah? Well, now I'll go to another side of me. I'm going to take a leap of faith and give you the chance to learn some of the really bad shit I've done.
How's that?
I have skeletons in my closet, like everyone else. Ask me about my past and I'll be completely open about it.
What really made you decide to leave home and come to Skyrim?
As I explained before, I did come here to keep strong. But once I got here, something felt familiar. Like there was something here I was supposed to find. But of course, there's a lot more to that story.
I'm listening.
Back home, there's a group called the Vine Dusk Rangers, an elite group of Bosmery Rangers, assassins, and spies. They are considered some of the most proficient and lethal assassins in Tamriel, and their main goal is to keep diplomacy and peace. I met one of the members one day, when I was out getting some medicine for Mom. He started talking about how my eyes caught his attention. His name was Arding Springrun, one of the elite ranks known as the Vine Dusk Vigilance. Little did anyone know he was corrupt. Well, I'm getting ahead of myself. We would see each other a couple times a week, and he was there for me when Mom passed away. It wasn't a big affair when she passed. We kept it quiet because of the meat mandate. We burned Mom. We were not going to let other family members try and eat her.
That's part of the Green Pact?
Mm-hmm. Anyway, Arding and I started getting closer to one another. I was falling in love with him. So with that, I started spending a lot more time with him and the Vine Dusk Rangers. He was good-looking, strong, and very charming. Why are you looking at me that way?
No reason. It's just nice to see you show an emotion besides anger.
Oh, okay, fucko. Settle down and let me tell the story. I would go weeks sometimes without seeing my dad. Once Mom was gone, he put everything into work and didn't talk much anymore. When I would visit with him, he would give short answers to any questions I asked, almost like his mind was always somewhere else. As a young woman, I thought he was being an ass, 'cause he never liked Arding. I thought he was just being an overprotective father.
I'm sorry.
No need. It was my fault. I should have been there for him more. I should have listened to him. Hindsight, right? It had been a couple weeks since I'd seen him, so I was getting ready to make the trip. Arding had just gotten back a few days before that, from clearing out a cave or something. I left in the night, 'cause I didn't want to argue with him about leaving again. He always seemed to get a little bitchy when I was leaving.
Why would you have to argue?
Will you stop interrupting and let me tell the fucking story, please?
Okay, yeah.
Thank you. Now, where was I? Oh, right. It took me about half a day to get back home, and I went right to Dad's shop to find him. But he wasn't there. Actually, I couldn't find him anywhere, but nothing seemed out of place. I stayed about a day, but with no sign of Dad, I decided to head back to Arding. It was late when I got back. He was passed out in bed, and the place was a mess. They must have unloaded all the loot from their last job. The first thing I noticed was a pulsing glow coming from under the bed. It was the axes that I'm carrying right now. There was only 2 of these, ever made, and my dad was the one that made them. I was fuming with rage when I woke him. He gave me some bullshit story of how my dad had given them to him to help Arding protect his daughter. I knew it was a complete load of horse shit, 'cause my dad made 2 for a reason, one for me and one for Mom. I acted like I believed him and stayed calm. I started kissing up on him, letting him think he was gonna get lucky. So once I got him hard, I pulled a dagger and held it behind his balls as I pulled on them, demanding to know what the fuck happened with him and Dad. Come to find out, him and a couple of his buddies robbed my dad and fucking killed him.
Gillis.
Don't trouble yourself. Once I got the location of my dad's body out of him, I sliced his fucking balls off. I stuffed them down his throat and held them with a couple fingers as I watched him choke to death, and smiled as the last bit of life escaped him. I killed everyone in the house that night. Every fucking one of them. Cut every one of their heads off and put them on pikes outside, so no one would ever forget what they did to my dad. I went and found Dad's body, and burnt it. I packed up the ashes of my parents and set out under the cover of darkness. To Skyrim. I'm sure there is still an ongoing hunt for me, and, well, let 'em fucking try to come and take me. Ugh, no regrets, right?
Well, okay.
I want you to think about what you just learned. Dwell on it for a day or two, and if you decide that there is nothing between us, just let me know. I can smell the blood that has dried on my armor. Ugh, I need to take a bath with it on. What do you want now? Did you really miss me that much?
Best for you to keep walking. Don't want to fuck around and end up arrested. Nothing would make me happier than putting you back in some shackles.
It's kind of hilarious watching you try to fit your entire vocabulary into one sentence. Sorry.
I thought this out like you asked. Can we talk?
Gladly. So, what happens now?
I'm not sure what you're looking for, Gellis.
If you don't want this... what I really want is to be with you. To be together, and...
Gallus, I have a long road ahead. I can't say there will not be others.
I expect that of myself, thing is. It used to be easier. I know I sound like a mumbling retard. It's just hard for me to express things. I'm not expecting you to just be with me. I just need you to know that I like being with you. There's something about you that could grab my feelings.
I'm confused then.
You think that you're the only person I'm gonna fuck? That's not it at all. All I want you to realize is there could be something for us in the future. That my life is better when you're around. Shit. I planned on turning you out if we got low on gold. I mean, you would bring in a lot of gold as a hoe.
Turning me out? You mean selling my ass?
Mm-hmm. So what do you think?
I'm not sure about that.
Come on.
No! I don't need people disrespecting me because they think I'm some whore.
Wait a second. As you now know, I've done some shitty things in my time. I've even done things for a few bandits and also the Forsworn. As a token, they've given me a pass into their camps if I ever need them.
What does that have to do with anything?
Well, if you're worried about selling ass in town, we could go to the camps and do it. And those pigs are always horny and will spend a lot of their stolen gold on some ass.
The conversation has gone sideways.
Oh. I just needed you to know the dangers and possible feelings. Now that you understand, everything is good. If you decide to sell that ass, just let me know. But right now I want a piece of it.